Welcome to the very first Radio 24. Radio 24 is a project out of the Theater 24 Festival, a quarterly festival run by, produced by, written by, acted by, performed by students at the University of Chicago. Theater 24 strives to be a place where all students can express their creative juices, where they can grow with other creative individuals here on campus to create really amazing works of art to be proud of. We are incredibly proud of the work that all of the people who have come together for this Radio 24. We are proud of the work that they have done and are so excited to see it performed over YouTube livestream this evening. Each Theater 24 is centered around a theme. Welcome to the very first Radio 24. Radio 24 is a project out of the Theater 24 Festival, a quarterly festival run by, produced by, written by, acted by, performed by students at the University of Chicago. Theater 24 strives to be a place where all students can express their creative juices, where they can grow with other creative individuals here on campus to create really amazing works of art to be proud of. We are incredibly proud of the work that all of the people who have come together for this Radio 24. We are proud of the work that they have done and are so excited to see it performed over YouTube livestream this evening. Each Theater 24 is centered around a theme. This year's theme is no, not radio. This year's theme is scents from Bath & Body Works. We have 7 amazing scents that have been the seeds for YouTube at a later point in time so that people can enjoy all these amazing pieces of art even if they weren't able to come to the live stream. But we're happy to have you guys at the live stream. Thank you very much, and without further ado, here is our first play.
This is Highest Intensity, written by Molly Fortnow and Elizabeth Chen. A warning for misogynistic language.
Hey, can't really talk right now. I'm about to be interviewed.
That stupid finance job?
Right? Still can't believe I'm in the second round. They definitely just saw U Chicago and my resume and didn't read the English major part. As if I'd ever sell out for a finance job like this.
God.
Then again, there don't seem to be any female employees besides the secretary. So maybe they're just looking for new girls to perv on. Good thing I'm just interviewing for a laugh.
I hate finance bros.
Miss Jacobson?
Oh, gotta go. Talk later.
Hi, Chad Brady. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Haley Jacobson.
Limp handshake. We'll have to work on that later.
Excuse me?
Have a seat, Miss Jacobson.
Sorry, what's that smell?
The candle? I find that it sets a more comfortable atmosphere. We're a family here at Silverman Gax. Brothers.
Oh, wow. That scent is strong.
Why, thank you. It's Mahogany Teakwood. Higher intensity.
Sorry, did you say...
So, Haley, tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I'm a senior at the University of Chicago, and last summer I interned at... I'm sorry, that smell is really strong.
Give it time. Nothing as relaxing as the scent of that wooden corner office we all dream about. Anyway, give an example of a time you were assertive.
Okay. Well, I was a student leader on campus, and some bossy bitch wanted to lead a meeting, but I said I would do it. Obviously. oh my god, I am so sorry. I don't know what came over me.
No, it's all good. Just take a deep breath.
Thanks. It's just that candle is making it a little hard to breathe.
Breathe it in, Haley. Now go on.
Right. Okay. So I tell her not to get her panties in a twist. Wait, no, I don't. Well, I should have. As if she had anything important to say. Just stand there and look pretty, hun. It's not that hard.
Good.
What the fuck?
You have a high-profile client, and you want to make a good first impression. Tell me about your first meeting.
I mean, obviously, I'd take him to a steakhouse. If a meal doesn't have a steak in it, it's not a meal. It's a snack.
Very good. Very good.
What is happening?
Scenario. A client calls you up, unsure if you should go through with the deal you thought you agreed on the night before. His wife is getting all hysterical about it, so he's having second thoughts. Now talk him off the ledge.
What the hell, bro? Whipped much? Are you gonna let some woman spend all of your money? It must be breezy with that skirt on, since she's obviously wearing the pants.
But his wife is really upset.
Women are so emotional. Just wait a couple of days. It's probably that time of the month, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe set up a nail appointment to console her. Or just grow a pair and tell her to stop being so high maintenance.
Nice.
I am loving this scent, bro.
And I'm loving the intensity. So, what do you do to relax?
Bro, you know I lift. Don't believe me? We can do a push-up contest right here, right now.
How do you handle rejection?
Ha! What rejection? I always get what I want. It's called persistence.
How would you greet a client who is a female CEO?
Oh, good one. I'd tell her, you're prettier when you smile. You should do it more.
Welcome to the family. Now that's what I call a handshake. I think you'll find working here to be rather rewarding. You'll never be quite the same. Never. Can I walk you out?
Yeah, bro. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna pussy out on you. You can count on that.
I'll be right behind you.
Yes, Mr. Brady?
Could you bring me some more candles? Highest intensity this time. I got a 2 p.m. from Sarah Lawrence. That will need it.
Highest Intensity was written by Molly Fortnow and Elizabeth Chen, featuring the voice talents of Hannah Morin and Jack Shapiro. The music was composed by Simon Lee, the cover art by Jonathan Wuwong, the sound design by Rebecca Husk, and it was produced and directed by Kate Kaplin.
Good morning, Vampire Britain. It is 30 December, Anno Domini 1214, and you're listening to Beowulf FM, the radio show for vampires and the humans that love them, bringing you live updates from the rule of King John to Louis VIII. After the break, we'll hear from one vampire's experience with Italian food.
Are you worried about going to hell? Have no fear, for we will now sell you, yes you, an indulgence. Available on the earthly realm to you from the Catholic Church, and accepted everywhere that the good news is accepted. Don't lose sleep over sin, just send 3 gold pieces at your convenience, because, as we all know, as above, so below.
And joining us now, a concerned vampire, an anonymous friend of the station manager's cousin-in-law's serf's priest's sister, on Italian food.
Well, it seems like with our changing world, people are eating all kinds of things. Vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free. Just the other day, I saw someone refusing to eat a perfectly good hardened husk of bread. And yet, despite this, there are no vampire-friendly options anywhere. This new craze for that strange garlic plant is just plain disrespectful to our immortal sense. They even invented a stick of warm toasty bread and named it after the worst ingredient.
But there are more options than ever. Some even speak of eating off of clean things called plates. How can there be nothing for the early modern vampire?
The garlic plant, I'm telling you, ever since 1210, when the monks began to harvest it and trade to the palaces for military protection, it's in everything, somehow. The vegans can go for those measly salads, the picky eaters can have a cannoli. I can't go inside many kitchens.
You mean to say, you, a good, Satan-fearing vampire, don't feel safe in the homes of those warm bloods around you?
To be frank, I haven't felt safe in a church for years. After I learned that they never gave out an official denunciation for using garlic so rampantly. Next thing you know, it'll spread from the Holy Roman Empire to all four corners of the globe.
It's the garlic that keeps you away from the church.
Steaks? Fine. Buried at the crossroads? I live undead and let live. I'm a tolerant individual, but I draw the line at anything less than a full rejection of garlic. But then I met an expert from the Bon Appetit Royal Catering Service, and things began to change. Listeners, please welcome Vlad Leon, a specialist on garlic and author of 100 Years of Garlictude. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Thank you, Vlad, for being here with us.
It's great to be on the show today.
Thank you.
I am a huge fan of your work.
Thank you.
Covering the hype surrounding the Fifth Crusade. I swear, this might be the one.
Thank you.
I haven't been super thrilled with the whole using our religious power to send our populace into battle, again. They said that the Fourth Crusade was the crusade to end all crusades. Really tests my faith in the church.
I'm glad to have a fan in the studio tonight. If you, dear listeners, also have concerns, make sure to get in touch so we can put up handwritten flyers. And make sure to donate to our proto-Patreon at Beowulf Radio so we can research automating writing. We'll be back after the break for Ye Matters of Thy Heart with Madam Bite, the Vampire Love Guru.
Thanks for tuning in. We are hearing the questions you asked, sometimes in the form of juicy confessions to Priest Malcolm, the sound engineer. Okay, our first caller.
Well, I have this new man in my life, but something's wrong. I made him my grandma's garlic bread, and not only did he turn it down, he ran out of my house. Plus, I'm always waiting for him to make a move, but he doesn't do anything. He doesn't even offer to walk me home or anything unless I specifically ask.
It seems like this caller's boyfriend might be a vampire.
No, I would never. I mean, not that I have a preference, but if I did, it's not my fault.
You know, there is no reason to be alarmed. Experts say there is a 67% chance the average peasant has dated a vampire, and a 13.7% chance your partner is a vampire right now.
No, I mean, he doesn't do so much of the vampire stuff. Like, he doesn't disappear around the full moon. He's not hairy.
I hate to break it to you, gentle maiden, but those are actually werewolf traits. Hello? 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 To our next caller.
Hi. I've been noticing some changes in my boyfriend recently. I don't know if it's me or him, but he's just not the same. He's been, well, bloodlusting.
Well, now, what do you mean by that, hon?
Well, he's just always looking at my veins real close. And the other day I got a paper cut and he asked if he could suck away the blood. I mean, I know that bloodletting is the most cutting-edge alchemy, but this just seems odd.
It seems like you might have a little case of mild vampirism on your hands there, milady. Try anointing yourself with garlic juice before your next intercourse. And remember, there's no problem that good, open communication can't solve.
Okay then. Stay strong and mortal. Goodbye now.
Mortal. Okay. Hello to our next caller. You are now on Ye Old Airwaves.
Hi, I'm Jacob from State Farmhouse, and I've been experimenting with my new partner, a vampire. I've never done this before, and I don't want to mess up. We held hands once. It was magical.
Oh, dear, thank you for calling. I was scared when I first shared my blood with an undead one. I mean, there's risking death
What?
from blood loss, and then there's the terrifying ordeal of being known and seen.
What? No.
Vulnerability is as hard as vampires as it is for humans, but if you're looking to take things to the next level, you could always just bite their neck.
Okay.
I think it has something to do with everyone being attracted to their mother, but who's to say? Anyway, props can also play a huge role in keeping things fresh, even with one who has lived many lives.
What kind? Props like kudos?
Fake blood, whips, ropes, anything really to make your vampire feel anything at all. Being alive for hundreds of years can be a huge blow to your libido and will to live. But don't underestimate the power of a good hookup.
Thanks.
Of course. Tune in next time to hear a surefire solution to get your bloodless vampire aroused.
Well, that's all we have time for today on Good Morning Vampire Britain. Avoid the plague, make sure to pray that your loved ones survive the winter, and come back tomorrow for all the news of the 13th century.
Beowulf FM, an endless weekend radio drama, has been brought to you as a part of Radio 24. Beowulf FM was written by Teddy Sandler and Livia Miller, and produced by Nat Ayres. Sound design was provided by Felicia Dominguez, and original music was provided by VanOmmeren. Graphic design for Beowulf FM was provided by Ariel Rowan. This broadcast featured the voices of Kaplin Melvin as the host, Caller 1 and Caller 2, Ariel Rowan as Vlad Leone and Madame Bite, and Thomas Song as the advertisement, the concerned vampire, and Caller 3. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other.
Long ago, in the kingdom of Misogyny, there lived a prince, Mediocrity. Inside his red castle, there was a magical wishing well, which, for the price of a coin, would grant you a spell. On his 19th birthday, the prince still had no suitor, for he spent his days in his room despite the efforts of his tutor. As a gift, his mom gave him a satchel of 1,000 coins of gold.
Use these well, my dear, to better your life,
is what he was told. It was a rare occasion, but the prince bid his room farewell and made his way out to the courtyard, to the wishing well.
Well, 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 wishing well, I come to you to find a belle. Someone who will never leave my side is who I want to take for a bride.
I'd spend more time with you if you let me.
Mom, stop sneaking up on me like that. The stupid wishing well is broken. Nothing's happening.
I'm sorry, dearie. Be patient.
I'll just try again. Well, 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 wishing well, I come to you to find a belle. Patient, generous, and kind-hearted, none other would I want to wed.
My liege, your supper of caviar?
I had caviar for lunch. I want truffles for dinner.
Sorry, my liege. right away.
Well, wishing well. I come to you to find a bell, someone to serenade a melody. Is the one for Prince Mediocrity.
And so the prince cast each of his 1,000 coins down so well, each wish for a woman who would make his art swell, a model, a painter, a gardener, a poet. But if so well registered, it sure did not show it. After he cast his final coin, he heard a kerplunk. Still no princess appeared, and his art finally sunk. He let out a scream and kicked Sewell's side, so filled with frustration, he could easily have cried. And it was with a kick of his shoe that the wishing well began to function anew. As the prince left the courtyard to go close his eyes, a knock on the door brought a welcome surprise.
Prince Mediocrity! Prince Mediocrity!
What?
There's a lady here to see you.
A lady? For me? Let her in.
I present to you, Lady... I must admit, I forgot to collect your name.
Wow. Why, you're like a total babe. I mean, angel. Angel. I apologize, truly, for my page's foolishness.
Dear Prince, I assure you it's fine. I'll tell you myself that I'm Clementine. I come from a land filled with fruits and vines, and I'm here to wed you as mine.
Marriage? Now? Well, it's quite a treat. No woman is so lovely and sweet. Tonight, we'll have a wedding with a priest. And later on, we'll romp in the sheets.
I'm sorry, is this too fast?
Darling, why would you ask? This is love, true love, and it's sure to last.
Prince Mediocrity!
Ugh, what is it? I'm with my fiancé.
Oh, another lady is here to see you. Princess Guinevere. Ha, I got the name right this time.
Dearer Prince, you should know I'm the one. Years ago I wished to be a nun, but after my first rites had begun, I figured I'd want some more fun.
Your goodness is not lost on me, but I must admit it's hard to see between virtue and loyalty. Which one is very best for me? And now I must choose. Two love affairs have got me confused. And in the end of the day...
My liege, we got another one!
Dearest Prince, know I'm who you look for. I'll sing you sweet music once I am yours. How many kids shall we adore? 5, 10, or more?
In this 3-princess scuffle, I've been dealt a hand oddly shuffled.
My worries, I'm doing best to muffle. But now, I can see that
My leash! My leash! My leash! My leash! They won't stop coming!
That I'm deeply kerfuffled.
Servants and chefs and waiters and priests gather in the main hall for an impromptu feast, for the prince has developed a 1,000-person harem, though I'm surprised even one woman can bear him. Between the pretty poets and the delicate dancers, the cutie pie cooks and the lady lancers, which one will he choose? Let's hear him say.
My shoots, they can all stay.
They shared a red feast that lasted from night into day, and next evening they had a 1001 way. Could this hedonism be sustained? Was any happiness truly obtained?
Just days ago I enjoyed a life of blissful irresponsibility, but now I've reached the limits of my general agreeability. What once delighted me about courtship and the thrill of the chase has been entirely replaced with a desire for my own space.
Dear Prince, you wish for me to never leave your side, so I won't leave you by yourself, there's no way you can hide.
Dear Prince, you wished for me to be most kind-hearted, so the servants are unionized now to strike. We started.
What do we want? Basic human dignity.
When do we want it?
Now!
Dear Prince, you wish for me to sing sweetly for you, so silent you shall never know, your wish shall come true. Dear Prince, you wish for me to entertain your wants, but we are people too, you know, with us you'll share your haunts.
I am courted by the dames, and I think it's rather lame. Granted 1,000 wishes, I'd rather have no misses. With a final coin intact, I wish that I could go back. I was alone, but it's okay. I'd rather have things my way.
At the bottom of the well, the prince was doing well. His final wish had been granted. He was in a sort of man cave, but enchanted, surrounded by all his wishful coins. It was here that no one would join.
Darling, I'm just jim-jammed about this Caribbean escape cruise.
Just like the travel agent said, it's the bee's knees.
The dog's meow.
The cat's pajamas.
The ant's pants.
The monkey's paw.
The tops.
The balls.
Hey, Hops, I couldn't help it over here, but I think you and the missus are mistaken.
How's that now, Sonny?
This is the Floribama Coast Cruise Line, as advertised on the radio.
Caribbean Escape by VanOmmeren and Matilda Kupfer. A spring 2020 Theater 24 production. Content warning, gunshots.
We actually passed right by the Caribbean Escape Cruise Line earlier, like 2 ships in the night.
So no sous chef?
No, but I think he's like 1/17th Cherokee.
No tropical tango.
There's singles karaoke next Wednesday.
No couples massages?
Like I said, there's singles karaoke next Wednesday.
Does that have a happy ending?
Oh, Charles, you absolute dog.
Yes, Maggie, but you know I've only got eyes for you. You're my gal, my squeeze, my little Miss Breeze. Come here, you foxy thing.
Oh, Oh, Charles, you hound!
Now, if you call me a captain, you can be my first mate.
That is such weird, specific wordplay foreplay. And I'm right here.
Good heavens, why, my good man?
You're on the main deck. And I'm the skipper.
Yet you seem to know very little about activities and accommodations of this here Caribbean escape cruise.
For the last time, this is a bargain cruise line that traverses the Florida-Alabama coast.
No champagne fountain?
There's Mountain Dew at the buffet.
Oyster bar!
We got jumbo shrimp. Also at the buffet.
What about—
No! We ain't got nothing fancy. If you're hungry, eat up. But there's only the buffet.
Well, that is not at all up to snuff with the paradise promise of the aforementioned Caribbean cruise advertised in this exotic experience brochure.
Lady, I don't think we're on the same page. For starters, that's a menu.
And we will have fries with that.
Listen here, Slim. My wife says it's a brochure. It's goddamn well a brochure. Now put a lid on it before I have to sock you good right in the kisser.
That certainly won't be necessary.
Say something else. Say something else, I dare ya.
Please don't be hostile, sir. I'll be forced to restrain you.
Oh, that's it. All right, put your dukes up. Put your dukes up. That's it. You. My Jim Jam!
I'm sorry we had to do it like this.
Well, my dear, who could have guessed it? It appears as though I've been caught on the wrong side of the law.
Oh, Charles!
Maggie, dearest! Oh.
I better see what all the fuss is about. I'll be back soon to slip you buffet shrimps through the bars of this cage, my love.
How absolutely quaint of you, my dear.
Oh no, you have got to be kidding me. Are y'all pirates?
That depends. Is this the bargain barge as advertised on radio? At https://www.youtube.com/watch?lowercase =lowercase s capital NGDH lowercase TP 6 uppercase B lowercase PS, you scallywag!
No! This is a highbrow cruise liner and we are scallywags. We are socialites on a Caribbean escape.
So, you have lots of money, do ya? Even better!
Oh, darling, you didn't.
What's that, dear?
Did you really spring for the festive pirate package? These actors are so convincing. Ooh, they even smell repulsive.
That's enough out of you, you wench. Dennis, round up the cargo and take these two to the brig.
And it's immersive. So convincing, honey.
What's that, Turtle Dog?
I said...
That's about enough out of yous.
Wow, that really looks like a real gun.
Shit.
Now remember, Dennis, we've got to keep 'em alive.
Aye, aye. Just a loose round, Captain.
Acting! You know, I acted in moving pictures myself as a girl.
Listen, lady, these guys are real pirates, or they're method actors. Bad news either way.
Dennis! What are you doing? Careful with the hostages, Dennis! We've got to keep 'em alive. Damn it, Dennis!
Sorry. Looks like they got their Caribbean escape, though, huh, boss?
Maggie?
Caribbean Escape was written by Nevin Nairn and Matilda Kupfer, produced by C.S. Garcia Martinez, voice acted by Emily O'Hare, Allegra Hayton, and Matilda Kupfer, and edited by Katie Bevel, with music by Stephen VanOmmeren,
and cover art by Louise Gagnon.
Call now for towels as thick as your mom, couples massages, and happy ending. Shipping rates may apply, your mother not included.
You are traveling through another dimension, a dimension lacking in sight, powered only by the strength of sound and your own mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose only boundaries are that of your own imagination. A land that is fueled by one too many cups of coffee in order to meet an early morning writing deadline. You've just crossed over into the caffeine zone.
But what really happened at Bath & Body Works on that dreary night in April? That's a question you all will have to figure out for yourself. But for me, I think this mystery has been debunked. This episode was brought to you by Squarespace.
What you are listening to is a podcast, much like any podcast that you would play as you drive to work in the morning or go out for a walk, or as an alternate form of entertainment in the time of self-quarantine.
When you sign up with our offer code DEBUNK, that's DEEBUNK, you get 10% off on your first Squarespace website.
Meet Dee Kath, a 26-year-old podcast host always on the lookout for the next big story to feature on her popular show, Debunked. But she is about to find a new story that will take her to a world beyond anything she could ever imagine.
Okay, great work, Dee. Let's break for lunch.
Thanks. You want anything from Starbucks?
Starbucks? I'll be sticking to a real, independently owned cafe, thank you.
It's just coffee, man.
It's break time, and Dee is off to get a muffin and some coffee from a Starbucks situated right across the street from the caffeine zone.
Okay, what do I want?
Ma'am, I don't think a mocha frappe is something you should be feeding your dog.
No, sir, I don't think you understand. My Francis is not simply a dog, he is my baby, my best friend, the light of my life. He deserves nothing but the best, and according to this Yelp review, this is the best item on your menu.
Ma'am, I cannot in good conscience give your dog something that could hurt him.
I am telling you right now, boy, that I will be conversing with whoever is in charge around here unless you give me what I ask for.
Ma'am...
You know what? Never mind. I will have the white caramel cold brew. The one on the Facebook, no? Give me two. One for me and another for my good boy. Yes, you are. Mommy loves you so much.
Of course, ma'am. Can I get a name for that order?
Catherine Olay.
White caramel cold brew?
Oh, hi. Hello. Can I get the, white caramel cold brew?
Sure. Coming right up.
Excuse me?
Yes?
What exactly was that drink you just ordered? I don't see it on the menu.
Oh, the white caramel cold brew? Well, I've honestly never had it. It's on the secret menu. I just heard people talking about it on Twitter.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to Starbucks. What can I get you?
I'll get a banana nut muffin.
Sure thing. Anything else?
And, could I get a grande white caramel cold brew?
Sorry, ma'am. We don't carry that item.
But I just heard two people order it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. There's no such thing as the white caramel cold brew. I can get you a regular cold brew if that's okay.
Okay then. In the Starbucks down the street from my studio, I am confronted with the secret menu item, the white caramel cold brew. Hearing two people order it back to back, I can't help but wonder, what's all the hype about? When I go to order, I am told the item doesn't exist. A secret Starbucks item that's only available to certain people? That's about to get debunked. Okay, I start my journey in the very place most great investigative journalism starts, Twitter. I cross over to the trending hashtags. At the top, I see the mystery that haunts me, the white caramel cold brew. I am flooded with images of people showing off their cups. They look happy. I wonder why I am denied the same joy as them. My scrolling brings me across another trend, the white caramel cold brew TikTok dance. White girls in crop tops shake their hips to an upbeat ditty in the tune of Megan Thee Stallion's Savage. Listen in.
Got that cold brew, yeah. White caramel for ya, yeah. I think you'll like it too, yeah. Secret.
Looking through this trend left me with more questions than answers. What the hell is white caramel? How is it made? What differentiates it from normal caramel? And most importantly, how can I get some? Armed with evidence of this drink's existence, I immediately go back to Starbucks, intent on getting my hands on this near mythical drink. But my search was apparently bound for disappointment. The barista, Lester Espresso, also known as Les, gives the same answer he gave the other day.
There is no such drink as the white caramel cold brew.
But it's all over social media.
Look, you know how white people are with their secret menu items and things, right?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Clearly, they just jumped on some new trend. I mean, what even is white caramel, right?
But what about Twitter? What about TikTok?
Hey, Missy, what's the hold up? I want me sous vide egg bites.
Ma'am, you're holding up the line.
Aye, and you're holding up me stomach too. I haven't been this hungry since the Great Potato Famine.
Oh, right. Sorry. No such luck there. But then the thought occurs. Maybe I'm doing this all wrong. Perhaps my angle of attack is to go to the people who drink this elusive white caramel cold brew and find out what the appeal is and where they found it.
Well, I was looking for something that had the extra caffeine but also satisfied my sweet tooth, you know?
That's Mark Iato. Mark Iato is a first year who thinks he's gonna be an econ major.
It was final season, my friends and I were headed to Starbucks, and turns out all of them had tried the white caramel cold brew. So I went ahead and ordered a venti because YOLO, right?
Of course.
So the drink comes and I get a sip, and this stuff is like nectar from Greek mythology, from the Aeneadacy, from Hume class, you know, right? It's sweet, it's full of caffeine. I could not get enough of it. I get like 4 every time I come here.
4 in one sitting?
Yeah.
But all that sugar.
You think that, right? But the weird thing is, I've actually lost weight from drinking it.
What? That can't be.
I know, it really doesn't make sense. But, you know, I'm not complaining.
Oh, was it a lifesaver? You bet your sweet ass it was.
That's Mo-Ka. Mocha is a 43-year-old parent of 3.
Well, my wife found out about it first, and we both got some, and it was like liquid gold. I get it all the time now.
But aren't you concerned about your health?
You calling me fat?
Not at all. But you think the calories in all that caramel. And I mean, do you even know for sure what white caramel is?
You saying I'm a bad father?
What? No, I'm not saying that. What made you...
I am the best father, you hear? My wife thinks I'm completely useless, but would a useless father be watching his daughter right now?
Your daughter?
Yeah, got a 3-year-old. I'm watching her today. I'm responsible.
Where is she?
Well, she's right. Wait. Oh my god, I left her stroller on the sidewalk!
Honestly, I'm only trying because I can't get regular cold brew anymore.
This is Ms. Cafe. First name, Harper. Another student.
I mean, I can, but my ex, Libris, ruined it for me. So now I only get white caramel cold brew.
You drink this because of your ex?
Yeah, we met in a coffee shop, which is totally cute or whatever. We both ordered cold brew and went to get it at the same time. And then we looked at each other and it's like we just knew, you know? This place became our hallowed grounds. We would always get the same drink, pose with it together. It was like our grounds of being, like jumping around in the plein air. We were like 100% golds, totes, prates, amon jar, until he decided that he would go and find his dollop of cold brew elsewhere, aka in the barista's bed. Now, I can't even get to that Starbucks and drink cold brew without thinking about how I got cheated on by a frat boy that didn't even make it a priority to shower every day.
I am so sorry to hear that.
Coffee shop.
What?
Anyways, I was like totally heartbroken. Then Lisa was talking on and on about this new drink she tried. Then Becca chimes in, and I couldn't resist. Becca's the one that gave me the courage to wear a middle part. She has great taste. And I added almond milk to totally work on that revenge body and show Libris he left a bad bitch.
Wait, so you took a very sugary drink and made it diet by getting almond milk?
Yes, it's vegan now.
But what about the white caramel?
What about it?
It's still sugar, isn't it?
Yeah, with almond milk, so it's half the fat.
Oh, yes, I'm telling you, I do love me a lovely cup of joe to get me gears grinding. Oh, yes, sir. I get up at 4:30 every morning and get myself a big cup to start the day.
4:30? Starbucks doesn't even open until 6.
Starbucks? Oh, no, I don't get me cups of joe at Starbucks. I go there for the sous vide egg bites. You know how they make them? It's this whole process. Let me give you a visual demonstration for your viewers at home.
Mr. Jameson, this is for a podcast. It's not a visual medium.
Oh, well, they're delicious little munchies, you know. Paired with a strong cup of joe, reminds me of my favourite meal I had in a rotten old pub in the hills of Killarney.
Mr. Jameson, I was asking you about the white caramel cold brew.
Oh, I'd had a long, busy day farming me potatoes, shearing me sheep and bathing me children, and I was looking for a delicious bite. Cold it was, and the hounds were screaming across the moors, and there was a trouble a-brewing. And not like you brew a nice cup of joe or a pint of Guinness, no, the kind of trouble that could only be started by some unruly horde of Protestant heathens.
Okay, we're done here.
Oh, wait, you didn't let me tell you about the
There's something I'm missing here. I thought maybe there was a common source where these people heard about the white caramel cold brew, but none of the people I interviewed heard about it from the same place, or even have the same social circles. I need to figure out a...
Hey, excuse me? D, right? Look, I don't mean to be rude, but if you're not going to order anything, we really need to free up the chairs for paying customers.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was so busy here.
Oh, yeah. Gotta deal with all the white people getting in their drink orders, yeah?
Yeah. White people. Wait a minute. I head back to the studio and look over my notes on who I interviewed, and I realize everyone I talked to who has heard of the white caramel cold brew is white. Then I start looking online again, reviewing the TikTok videos I already saw and checking in places like Black Twitter, and a pattern emerges. The only people who can get the white caramel cold brew are white people.
I don't know about this, D.
That's my producer, Tim Horton.
I mean, a racist drink? That's kind of out there, even for a podcast further left than NPR.
I know it's weird, but it's the only explanation I found that makes sense. White caramel cold brew is a drink that's only available to white people. And white people are obsessed with it.
Right. But in the same way, they're obsessed with every secret menu item that those poor baristas have to make.
There's a story here, Tim. I think I'm on the verge of finding something.
Look, it's getting late, D. You've been working on this for days. Maybe you need a break. You can have the day off tomorrow, then we'll find another story for you, okay?
Yeah, but...
D, drop it.
As I am walking away from what feels like yet another failed mission, I struggle to think of how I will ever find the truth when I am met with... a dog? Hey, little guy, you look lost. Francis? Wait a second. You're that French lady's dog.
Can I get a name for that order?
Catherine Olay.
As I follow what could be my next clue, I retrace my footsteps, once weighed down with defeat, now lightened with confidence. I'm led down an alleyway to a door that reads, Employees Only. My trusty companion gives a sign. Something must be inside. Could it be the answer I've been looking for?
really sweet. I look up to see a line. It looks like some of the customers I saw at Starbucks today. They're on what appears to be a plank. Catherine is in the front. She's walking. There's a bot. She's jumping.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The line. There's Mark Iato and Mocha. There's Harper Cafe and her ex Libris. That's when it hits me. There's no such thing as white caramel. I have to tell someone. I hold my breath and start making my way towards the door I came through. But just as I'm getting there, there's someone there.
You? Hey, you're that podcast person who was asking questions.
I am face to face with the barista himself, Les Espresso. Oh, hi Les.
What did you see?
Me? I didn't see anything. The door is right behind me. If I can distract him long enough and give him the slip...
Who are you talking to?
What?
Are you seriously narrating your actions like you're on your podcast right now?
I should probably go.
You're not going anywhere.
What the... Where did all these baristas come from?
We are the representatives of Starbucks. Do not resist. What did you see here?
I swear, I'm just lost. I didn't see anything.
Don't lie to us. We know what you saw. You know the truth.
I knew it. There's no such thing as white caramel.
Oh, there is. And it's the central ingredient of our most popular drink.
You're melting them? Why would you do this?
We are Starbucks. Our goal is to make our drinks go viral so we can make money. The white caramel cold brew is no different.
But why white people? Why would you turn your customer base into its own drink?
We can afford to lose half our customer base as long as it brings in twice as many in return. But that is none of your concern. What you should really be concerned about is your own body.
You're gonna turn me into white caramel?
Don't be ridiculous. You're not white. No. We are going to do to you what we did to people like Les. He was like you, a little nosy one who found out the secret of white caramel. But he met the same fate as everyone who goes.
What are you doing? Stay back! Get away from me!
You look very good in
No!
Where you are right now is a typical Starbucks coffee shop.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. How can I help you?
You come in and face a barista, much like any barista you would find at a Starbucks near you.
What'll it be? Matcha latte, caramel macchiato?
But this barista wasn't always serving you coffee.
The white caramel cold brew?
Once upon a time, Decaf was a podcast host for The Perfect Story, only to stumble upon one mystery she was destined to become a part of.
Excellent choice, sir. I hear it's to die for.
This has been The Caffeine Zone, written by Jada Hart and Kenjiro Lee.
Do you like long walks on the beach and the smell of fresh laundry? Are you scared of not finding love before you die? Tired of the emptiness within your heart? Look no further. Why not visit Rays of Being? Located on the small Greek island of Timonos, Rays of Being is the perfect place to find love. Walk on our sandy beaches, bathe in our crystalline water, and welcome the light of love into your lives. Come to Rays of Being.
The ads for Rays of Being, the mature singles retreat in the Grecian islands, promised life, love, and light. Still, their promises seemed too good to be true. Could this be a new cult forming right beneath our noses? I'm Lauren Lipswitch, and on my latest assignment, I went undercover to visit Rays of Being to shed some light on the situation. I could only bring my digital recorder because no phones are allowed on the island. What you're about to hear may shock you. A boat ferries hopeful singles looking for love to Rays of Being. I spoke to the captain on my journey over, a firm believer in the philosophy of Rays of Being.
Everyone is so much happier on the island. Something about the sun, the sea air, and Fabio makes it easier to find your soulmate.
Fabio?
He is the one who gave us all of this.
You only run the ferry once a month. What happens if someone needs to get back to the mainland?
No one ever wants to leave. No one needs to.
What if there's an emergency?
There are never any emergencies. Fabio would never allow it. Live, love, light.
We disembarked soon after. We were ushered into a small room and asked to remove our clothing. They provided us with the traditional garb of the Rays of Being retreat, linen shirts and pants. Everyone on the island has to wear the same thing so that no one has an advantage in finding their soulmate. The first islander I met up with was Paul, in his late 50s.
I do not mean to toast my own baguette, but I was somewhat of a ladies' man back in Paris.
Do you think you'll ever return?
Oh, not for now.
Why? Do you feel as if you can't leave?
Now that you put it that way, I do.
Are you being held here?
Yes, I suppose I am.
By whom? I can help you.
I'm afraid it is too late for that, mademoiselle.
They can't hold you against your will.
Of course they can't, but she can.
She?
Brenda, the most beautiful woman on all the island. It used to be all you had to do to get a woman was ask them, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? But with Brenda, she wouldn't fall for such sordid tactics. I truly believe Fabio wills her to be my soulmate. The only problem is that Herman feels the same way about Brenda. He and Brenda were very close, but that changed when I arrived.
They were clearly indoctrinated. No one bought into this philosophy more than Paul's Brenda, whom I spoke with one morning over our breakfast of flavorless grey mush. Paul tells me you're quite enthusiastic about Fabio.
I wonder if Paul's my soulmate. Of course, it could be Herman. Both are so lovely. Paul makes me feel younger, like I could get on a motorcycle and ride off on adventures. But Herman is someone I can see myself settling down with. Whoever I go with, third time's the charm.
You've been married before?
Twice. My first husband died, poor thing, and the second one just disappeared. Funny how that happens. But neither of them were my soulmate. Fabio would not have allowed either of them to accompany me through the illumination.
The illumination?
Yes. Either Herman or Paul will accompany me as my soulmate. I just haven't decided which yet.
That sounds suspicious. Aren't you apprehensive?
Of their intentions? Of course not. They're two upstanding men.
I meant the illumination.
Oh, of course not. Fabio would never let anything bad happen to us.
After Brenda left me with that intriguing soundbite, I went looking for more information about the illumination. In the book of Fabio, I found this passage. And in that time when thy world is consumed with loveless teens, sarcasm, and rainy days, I will send down the rays of my glory. In one hot flash, the souls who have truly lived, laughed, and loved will be carried into my everlasting light. Hand in hand with thy soulmate, approach me on the day of the illumination. Yet those who have not found the one, let them not approach, for they are damned. I could find no other references to the illumination. Is it possible this cult of mature singles is truly preparing for the imminent end of the world? The next day, I finally met Herman and resolved to ask him about it. I've heard a lot about you from Brenda. She said you're the person who's been on this island the longest, of everyone she knows.
That's right. Longer than Paul. Longer than Paul!
I was hoping you could tell me about the illumination. I'm so new here.
Are you saying you haven't been told? But you have no time. No time at all.
Herman, what does it mean to ascend? What will happen at the illumination?
I will never know if Brenda doesn't love me back. I must find her.
My conversation with Herman left me in a fit of confusion. I seemed to be on an island of people pairing off to sacrifice themselves in the name of their cult. Maybe this time I'm in over my head, but there's no boat for another 2 weeks. So, it seems like I am seeing this through. I am walking towards the illumination now. I will record everything. I must stop talking. I'm approaching.
They say when you're illuminated, you spend your afterlife in the clothing you were wearing. I can't wait to spend my afterlife in sun-drenched linen. Brenda, have you decided? I'm living in the moment, Herman. When his rays touch my face, I'll know who my soulmate is. Take his hand and step into bliss. So don't go far off, just in case. I love you, Brenda, can't you see? Hey, be cool, mon ami. Can't you see she's going with the flow?
We joined a large circle on the front lawn. A small man, dressed in a ruffled linen shirt and tight linen trousers, stood on a platform, looking up at the gray sky. He addressed us.
It is I, Fabio. This is the day I had given to you as the day of my illumination. But, lo, it is overcast. I knew March was a bad idea, but do not doubt my golden ray will descend in a sunnier month. June 14th, save the date. But Brenda and I can wait no longer, for she is my soulmate. Come with me, Brenda, while we await my illumination.
With this, Fabio produced a horse and rode off with Brenda. When the next boat left, I returned to the mainland and reported this curious community to the local police. I have not heard what happened to the mature singles cult, but I have seen Herman trying to tag Brenda in minion memes on Facebook, so I trust he, at least, has freed himself from the insidious influence of Fabio.
Sun-Drenched Linen was written by Ava Geenan and Belen Edwards, and was produced by Robert Carwaya. Alex Price played the cunning Lauren Lipswitch. Xander Rodriguez played the passionate Fabio, Paul, Brenda, and Herman, and also composed original music for this production. Miranda Zhang played the mysterious boat captain, and designed the sound for this production using effects from freesound.org. And the wonderful artwork you see before you was designed by Luis Gagnon.
Very uncomfortable, Juniper.
Use my real name, Captain.
Not while you're undercover.
Please don't call me Juniper. I hate that name.
Then would you stop grinding on me? Then you shouldn't have picked it.
I didn't think I would have to keep it. When you asked me what I would pick for my stripper name, I didn't think it was because I was going undercover.
Were we on the clock or off the clock?
You walked up to my desk as I was reading the case file, Captain.
Why would I ask you for your stripper name in normal conversation?
Because friends do that.
You sure have a weird sense of humor.
It was a funny question. I thought you were asking the whole office. Sergeant Raymond told me his would be Tulip.
If you were a stripper at a gerontophilic vegan strip club, what would your stripper name be? That is not a suitable topic for office conversation.
It is funny.
No, it's inappropriate. I am professional, Juniper, and I expect my officers to be professional as well. How is the case?
Did I really have to go undercover for an assignment this useless?
It's not useless, it's serious.
You know what's serious? Drug running, prostitution, growing rare orchids without a permit. This is stupid. This is moronic. There isn't a better way to solve this case?
None that weren't really icky.
I have spent the last 2 months taking my top off for pervy Wall Street douches who like naked grandmas. And you're worried about something being icky.
You're getting paid good money for this, plus tips.
I should have retired at 65. Retirement.
Juniper,
Grandchildren.
this is a serious matter.
My
I
son
asked you to
begged
take
me
this
to
assignment because I trusted only you with it. You're the best secretary this police force has ever seen. You've been with us since City Hall sold cigarettes out of vending machines and it was illegal for a woman to wear heels on a
Was
Sunday.
it worth wearing nothing but
We've always
pasties and
known there was
dancing
more
like
to
my
this place than
joints
meets
aren't
the
coming
eye.
apart from
We needed a
arthritis?
woman on the inside
Fieldwork
to
isn't
find
meant for
This club
89-year-olds.
has been shady ever since it
You
opened.
should have gotten a spry
I mean,
young
the name alone was a
78-year-old
dead
for this
giveaway.
one.
Very
I haven't seen my
illegal.
granddaughter in
What
3
kind
months.
of a name is that for a strip
You've taken away the joy
Been
in my
open
life.
2 years, and you know how many
I live in a
people have
cheap
gotten
motel
food
room
poisoning
so
in
I
that
can
time?
Stay in
96.
character.
96.
I only call my
That's
family
a person
once a
week,
month.
Juniper.
You
The
knew
health
I was
department won't do
contemplating
anything about
retirement,
it because
and
they're
you
a
didn't
bunch of
want me to
lazy
leave.
bastards.
I spent
Who's gonna tell the
decades
health
as one of your
department they've
best
got bad
officers.
health?
And
Nobody.
just as I'm about to
We're
leave,
so close to
you pull
locking
me
these
back
guys
into
up,
some
Juniper,
bullshit
and
undercover
we need you
mission.
to bring us over
Only
the
this
finish
time,
line.
instead of a secretary, you make me be a stripper. The last time I looked like a stripper, I was 24 and had just been hired as your undercover secretary. Fuck you.
Everything okay in there? I heard yelling.
Yes, Nicky, everything's fine. That's Big Nicky. He owns the joint.
Juniper, I know. I wrote the file. What was that?
Oh, that's the 3rd one this month. Better go check it out.
God damn it, get your old bones off of me. What's going on here?
Fella over there lost his lunch. Poor guy. You got a feel for him.
Oh no. Is he going to be alright?
He'll be fine, sweetheart. Don't you worry. Just head back to the dressing room and I'll, take care of it.
Actually, Miss Juniper, would you mind getting me a drink?
Of course, Mr. Coriander. What'll you have?
An old-fashioned, please.
You're not the only one here who likes some old-fashioned.
Yeah. What did he eat?
Leaves and things. He's a vegan. What do you care?
Just curious. Don't want to wind up with my dinner on the floor like him.
Keep being nosy, pal, and you'll wind up there with it.
It's a free country, ain't it? No law against asking about the soup of the day.
Listen, bub. Why don't you act smarter than you look and drop it?
Hey, waitress. What's good here?
My name is Tarragon, you asshole.
Okay, that didn't work.
Don't harass my ladies, buddy. That shit don't fly here.
All I'm asking is what made the sap spew.
And I ain't answering.
Then I'm through asking. Or are you scared of a little septuagenarian?
$5 words don't impress me, Grandpa.
So tell me, what did he eat?
I ain't gonna tell you.
Hey, Tarragon. Can I get a menu?
What are you, a cop or something?
Here you are, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Looks delicious. What do you recommend?
I recommend you get out of my club before I give you a mouthful of loose teeth.
You think I'm scared of a punk like you?
If you're not, you're either stupid or crazy.
Why don't we step outside and you find out?
Oh, this guy. You're a crazy old son of a bitch, but I like you. You're alright in my book. Violet, this crazy motherfucker gets his drink for free. The fuck are you all standing around for? Get the music going. You're alright, Grandpa. You're always welcome at Very Legal. Oh, and just so you know, stay away from the arugula salad.
Coriander, what the hell was that? Big Nicky looked like... What? What's wrong? You look worried.
Smell this.
No, what the hell? I'm not smelling your hand.
It smells familiar.
It's your hand.
Smells like beef. Raw beef.
Take a shower.
No, Juniper. That's not me. I smell like cough drops and stale cabbage.
Take a shower.
This is the hand Big Nicky just shook. That's his smell. His beef. What would he be doing with raw beef in a vegan strip club?
You're crazy. There's no meat in this club. Right before you got here, I saw Nicky in the kitchen, just him and a big pile of arugula.
Wait, what did you say?
A big pile of arugula. It's our most popular menu item. You can't beat a good arugula salad.
Juniper, where's the kitchen?
The door right there, the one Big Nicky went in.
I've got it. I've got it. Hurry, come with me.
Oh, God.
What are you two doing in here? Get out.
You're a sick son of a bitch, Nicky. Up to your elbows in raw beef in your own vegan strip club. You thought no one would figure it out, but we did. You see...
No. I did the dancing. I get to do the wrap-up.
Juniper, get out of here. It's not what it looks like. This raw beef ain't mine, it's...
You better shut your trap, Nicky, or I'll shut it for you. We know it's your beef, and we know it's your scheme. You've always bragged about the arugula salad, best-selling item, and the most expensive at the same time. And you should be proud of it. It's a damn good salad. But you're a greedy man, Nicky, and you wanted more. Credit to you. You're also a creative man. You started bringing raw beef in through the back of the club, just a few pounds, with the lowest quality shit available. Next, you cover your hands in the beef, all the blood and juices, the nastiness that your vegan customers couldn't handle. Mix your famous arugula salad with those beefy hands, and someone's gonna have an upset stomach. 96 food poisonings in 2 years turned some heads, you know.
Come on, you're crazy. This is a classy establishment. I got no reason to poison my own customers.
Nicky, you gotta let me finish my story.
Yeah, this is good. I'd listen to this on the radio.
It wasn't the customers that mattered to you. It was the arugula. An expensive salad needs expensive ingredients, but a greedy bastard needs profits. So the beef was only an occasional trick. Most of the time, the patrons of Very Legal got served the vegan fare they came here for. But every time someone got food poisoning, they'd point the finger at the funny-tasting arugula. You go back to the supplier, put on your tough guy act, and they'd lower the cost to keep your business. You're an important man in the arugula industry, Nicky, and a new supplier was always ready to offer their product. A sucker's born every minute, and you were here ready to double-cross them. Over the past 2 years, 7 different suppliers have gone out of business. Little family farms. We picked up 2 brothers a month ago, Henry and Warren Sieb. When this place opened, they supplied your famous arugula. Now they're selling carrots from a tent under the G train.
How long was it gonna go on, Nicky?
I was gonna go straight. Honest, I was. I bought the old Menendez farm. I was gonna go up this week to start planting.
Too little too late, big man.
Nicholas Ravitello, you're under arrest. I'll need you to come with us.
And Juniper? You've been a cop this whole time?
You bet your ass, pal. But my name's not Juniper. I'm Officer Agnes Calloway, and this is Captain Murray. And you're going away for a long, long time.
Very Legal, a Juniper Coriander themed Theater 24 play written by Gabby Garcia and Liam Flanagan, Produced by Rohan Gandhi. Sound designed by Josh Villers. Composed by Stephen VanOmmeren. Graphic design by Luis Gagnon. And acted by Nick Perez, Emily Stevens, Rohan Gandhi, and Drew Landrowski.
Alright. Hi. Okay. I don't really know what you guys are hearing, but it's been a really awesome 4 years. You guys are the coolest in the freaking world. I wrote down some words. Maybe you hear them, maybe you don't. I'm gonna play some words from Felix, because Felix is also a senior and wants to say goodbye. Over on Facebook. I'm sorry about the Facebook notifications. That's my bad. It's really my bad, but we'll put versions of these online that don't have those problems. And if people who made art want to fix stuff before we put those online, then we can totally do that. Alright, let's see if these Facebook videos will play. The sounds of Felix and Al. We'll do Al first.
Theater 24, Radio 24.
I don't know what's being
Especially
said.
Chen and Felix, you guys have been amazing.
Hi!
I wouldn't have ever thought I could curate without y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey everyone,
Alright.
so just want to give a shout out.
And now we'll do Felix. We'll try Felix one more time because the mute was on. The mute's still on!
Thank you for a great 4 years,
Alright.
everyone. Happy Theater 24. Woo!
Wow! Alright. And now my words. I know this is kind of a funky thing. My computer is so loud, I'm so afraid that she's gonna die and I need to use this for class. Alright, my words. Hello! This was an absolutely iconic and incredible show. The Theater 24 curators are so incredibly proud of you and this theatrical community of designers and composers and everyone that we were able to create in this moment of really weird time. If you have any wacky photos or not wacky photos from your Radio 24 adventure, you can put them in the one and only Google Drive. And it's just like a nice way to document how cool of a thing this was. This was an incredibly unique experience. I've said the word incredible a lot, but Theater 24 happens every single quarter during the end of the first week, usually in the FXK at the FXK Theater. It's Theater 24, but maybe Radio 24 can live on in some way. I freaking love podcasts, and I freaking love every single thing that we created. Ooh, that's a P-set announcement. Yeah, it's been a day of people supporting each other. It's really nice to have felt the sense of community. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for a really wonderful 4 years in Theater 24. This was, I don't know, my first college thing that really felt like I could do cool things in the world. And I'm really happy that we've all made cool things together. So, thank you for a wonderful 4 years. Yeah. It's Radio 24, my dudes. Theater 24 tickets are usually $4, but because of COVID, we've had this experience for free. If you appreciated this experience, perhaps consider a one-time donation of $4 to cancel Corona, and you can donate at the link below. So, I don't know. I'm leaving, Felix is leaving, but you guys are the future, and some of you guys are the past because you're also graduating. But, that's the T, and that's the MFT. I'm gonna change the thing. There we go. That's Radio 24. Bye, guys. Thank you, guys.